Hi Twin Flames, hi Lightworkers. This is Leisha Nandi here again with another video. And this video is going to be about what is a twin flame. And I just want to do this video because I want to clarify some things about twin flames that I feel are misconceptions and that might be going around with misunderstandings, and people just might not understand or know what a twin flame is. And so I just want to spend a little bit of time talking about what a twin flame is. A twin flame is a soul that has split into two halves. And when it split into two halves, it ended up becoming unstable because it was into two halves. And so in order for it to go back to its stable state, it has to find, the two halves have to find one another again. And so the twin flame is actually this soul, and the two people involved in a twin flame connection are two halves of the same soul. So this soul, before it incarnated to earth, there was a decision made by the Creator and by the soul itself to split into two parts and to come to earth and exist in two different bodies. So the soul is one, but the soul decided to split into two different parts before it came to earth. And once it came to earth, it was put into two different bodies, and those two different bodies are incorporating the soul. It's kind of like having two mini versions of the soul, the same soul, because these two people are having the same soul, but they also are sharing so many things together, and they need to find one another. So the soul that is split into two halves, these two halves are the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And this means energy. This does not mean male and female, okay? This means energy. So a divine masculine can be a man or a woman, and a divine feminine can be a man or a woman. But eventually, once this person wakes up to the fact that they are a twin flame on this journey, they will seek to find their other half. Now, their other half simply means that they are going to look for the other part of their soul, because they are the same. And so once the soul is back in union, which means that the two soul halves are combined again, then that way the twin flame couple is experiencing unity consciousness, which is the same as source consciousness, or I call Creator Father Mama. So you are basically reuniting with your Creator or Father Mama once you go back into unity consciousness, which is the two halves of the soul become one again by connecting in such a way whereas they are unified, and that is what we call union. Okay, so going back over it again and make it a little easier, a twin flame soul is a soul that came to earth in two halves. The two halves were split and agreed to split into two different human bodies and to come to earth and find one another once again. And that is what a twin flame connection is all about. There are many times when a person will not know that they are a twin flame until way later in life. Okay, this is normally what happens. There are only a few twin flames who know about the twin flame journey at an early age, or have a sense of knowing that they have someone else out there for them that belongs to them, that is the other half of their soul. So when we talk about the twin flames connecting and reuniting, they are magnetically connecting and reuniting because they are drawn to each other because they are the same soul. So if you are a twin flame, then you realize that there is another half of you out there somewhere that you need to find and connect with again, so that you can experience unity consciousness and be at one with your Creator again. which is the way you started out, as one soul, which is a reflection of your creator. Okay, so the other thing I want to let you guys know, not everyone has a twin flame. Not every human being is a twin flame or has a twin flame. Okay, that is a misconception. Twin flame souls are, okay, so basically there are different stages of soul growth. And different stages of soul growth means that if you are a twin flame, you are in one of the last phases of soul growth, whereas you are getting closer to your creator in terms of identity, in terms of wholeness, in terms of consciousness. So that is not going to be everybody, okay? Because not everybody will be able to comprehend in this lifetime that consciousness. Twin flame souls were created so that they could understand, relate to, and bring humanity into an awareness of this consciousness, this unity consciousness. But not every human being is going to have the ability or capability to be able to grasp this concept in this lifetime. Now, there are different stages of soul growth, like I just said. So there are different souls on this earth that are different ages. And different ages of souls means that you might have a parent or a friend or, a sibling that is at a different stage in their soul growth than you, which means that they won't have a twin flame. They won't have, that type of experience as you. Twin flames don't usually come in like several different groups within a small community. Okay, so they don't usually have clusters of twin flames like in families or anything like that. Usually there's only one per family, or one per community even. And so twin flames are spread out all over the world because they were sent to Earth to be able to raise the vibration of the planet, to be able to raise an awareness of what source and creator, our creator, has become, as far as unity consciousness, as far as knowing what we are and going back to what we originally came from, which is a unified consciousness. And so if you guys Google this, you'll be able to see a better breakdown of what is a twin flame, the definition of a twin flame and the definition of unity consciousness. But I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that this was a message that I feel led, in my heart to tell people, because, people will run across the term twin flame, but they may not be a twin flame. And it is perfectly okay to not be a twin flame. It is perfectly okay to be a twin flame. But just know that twin flames have a really difficult task ahead of them. And it is not easy. It is not for the faint of heart. It is a tremendous amount of work that you have to do. There's a tremendous amount of healing that you have to do, because most twin flames are incarnated in this lifetime into families that are very dysfunctional, or they may have different hurdles that they have to overcome in order to be on this journey that were, that they were introduced to in their childhood. So it's not an easy journey. So if you're not a twin flame, then don't feel like you're missing out on anything, because trust me, this is a hard journey. Okay. And so, but every soul eventually in a different lifetime will graduate into that stage where they can become a twin flame. Okay, so this is why there are different stages of soul growth out there amongst human beings, so that we can all have different, there's just a difference, there's differences that we need to be able to respect about one another and not judge. Because just because I'm a twin flame and somebody else isn't, doesn't make me better than anyone. Okay, and that's another thing I feel like as twin flames, we have a responsibility not to think of ourselves more highly than anyone else. We're just on a different stage of soul growth than than everyone else. And so this is why I feel like we have to have more of these kind of conversations, because there are people out there who, are going to catch wind of this phrase. And, some people might tend to say, oh, well, am I a twin flame? Well, if you are a twin flame, you're going to know it based on certain signs. And those signs are also signs that you are going to have to look up as well and Google for yourself, because they are very distinct signs. And, that's not what I'm going to do in this video right now, because I told you guys I'm just here to, help you guys who are twin flames and light workers on your mission, because, and on your journey, because it is a really tough journey. And, if you are a music lover, if you just enjoy hearing my music, I appreciate that. I love you for being on here and taking time out to listen to my shorts, my short videos, and, to be able to appreciate them, because music is universal. Music is for everyone. And in the music, there are messages. So that, that's why we are here. Also, my mission is to spread the message of love throughout the world, using my music. And so, I welcome everyone to listen to it. This platform, however, is really focused on, as far as the longer videos, is focused on helping twin flames to heal through music, and through understanding what messages their twin flame might have for them in music. Okay, so this is why I wanted to clarify this, because I just feel like, there are certain people who might be taking the twin flame concept and trying to make it into a trend, and that's not what it is at all. It's very, very hard to be a twin flame, okay? It's not an easy journey, and that is why we chose to do this before we came here and incarnated here, or reincarnated here in this lifetime. So different stages of soul growth means that not everyone is going to be on the same level as far as knowing where they are in terms of, soul growth. But as you awaken, you start to learn more about who you are. And this is why it's very important. Twin flames have a very big mission here, to be able to make others feel more comfortable in learning about who they are and learning about what stage of soul growth that they are on. Because it's not going to always have a definition per se, but it is going to make people feel as if there is something that they're missing. When we are born, we always tend to feel like, we get conditioned into being told that we are something, okay? But as we grow older, we start to question, am I really that something that I've been told all my life that I am? Or am I something different? People start to develop their own identities. They start to develop their own awareness of who they are. And so they change, and they become, they go on a quest to search and find who they are as a person. And so, they need to be loved just like everyone else when they're trying to find that person inside of them as to who they are. Because, there are a lot of people out there, especially, within the family structure, who will condemn or judge or make you feel less than, because you are trying to break away from the mold that they put you in when you were a child. Okay, and that goes for everyone, because we all have, a sense of coming to know who we are after we get to a certain stage in life, whether that be in your teenage years, in your adult years, maybe even in your senior years. You start to reevaluate who you are as a person and realize that maybe there's more to life than what I've been experiencing. So, this is where we start to wake up to the possibility that there's more out there. We were, brought up, a lot of us were brought up in religious homes, and we started to learn that we were this way. But that's, again, religion becomes, something that you have to question when you become your own free mind, and when you start to become your own person, you start to think for yourself, and you start to realize, is this truly me? Is this really what I want to be doing? Is this really what I want to practice? Is this really what I feel and believe in my heart to be true? And so when you start having those kinds of questions, that's when you start waking up to your spiritual journey, and you start to realize that you are more of a spiritual being than just a human being. And then once you realize that, then you can start to understand more about what your soul growth means to you. And it is an individual journey. As an individual journey, it's going to, make you feel at one with your creator, no matter what stage of soul growth you are on. you can get to a point where you start to feel more at one with your creator. And I'm getting chills. My angels are telling me, thank you for sharing this message, because people out there need to know that not everyone is a twin flame, okay? But there are different stages of soul growth that we are all going through and evolving through as we live this lifetime. Okay, we're all in this present lifetime. And so, you know, a lot of us have been here before as different, types of people or different types of souls. So just know that you are loved, you are cherished for whatever stage of growth you're on in your soul journey. You are a beautiful soul. No matter who you are, no matter where you came from, no matter how many times you've been here, no matter where you think you're going after this life, okay, you are a beautiful soul. And I just want to tell you, I love you. I want to tell you for that the message that I'm giving you is from the angels. And I just want you to know that twin flames, we have a connection with the higher, and in the angelic realm, we have this ability to communicate with our angels, because we believe that is, also close to our creator, and the angels are the closest to the creator. And so they come from source, and they're here to help us. Those are directly messengers sent from the creator to help us on this journey. And they're here to help all human beings, all species, all life forms, okay, not just human beings. So whatever stage of soul growth you're on, know that you have the ability to connect with your creator, and that is going to be a journey entirely up to you as far as what you want to do, as far as how you want to approach it. You can reach out for help. You can, talk to people about it. But in your heart and in your soul, you're going to know where you belong, because you have to do this discovery on your own. And when you start taking the steps towards discovering who you are as a soul, then you start to realize that there's more to it than just this physical manifestation of being a human being. You have an awareness, you have gifts, you have things that are beautiful about you that you can share with others. You are love. And so you are a being of love. And we all need to get back to that remembrance. And it won't matter after we realize that we are all beings of love. It won't matter what these labels are anymore. And that's where we want to get this, this consciousness to be at a point where we all realize that we are all unified and together, no matter what label we give ourselves, no matter what stage we are in our soul growth, no matter what. All of that dissolves when you start to raise up your vibration and learn who you are as a spiritual being. Because trust me and believe when I say there is another dimension and another realm where we are all one. Okay, this is the utopia, or this is the paradise that we are trying to create here on earth by raising the vibration of the planet. This is what twin flames are here to do. This is our mission. And so we are here to kind of facilitate this growth, this evolution of humanity into knowing what we are and where we came from. Okay, so we are always going to be helpers. We are always going to be helpers and lovers of humanity. And also we're going to always have a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood for one another, because no matter what, we are all connected. And so anyone who is not on that program is not a twin flame. Okay, just so you know, anyone who's teaching you anything different, that, if they're not teaching love, if they're not teaching you how to understand who you are as a spiritual being, if they're not trying to be at one with their creator or source or father, mama, as I call our creator or God, then they're not on this journey. They're not a twin flame. Okay, so anybody who's preaching a message or who's teaching a message other than love and unconditional love is not a twin flame. And just put it out there like that, because you guys need to help spread this message if you're a twin flame. And then people who are not twin flames need to understand that, okay, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. But I'm so happy to be able to explain this to you. I feel so much better now that I told you guys this, because, before I got on here, I was meditating, and Father Mama told me to get on here and tell you guys what the definition of a twin flame is. And, just to start talking. And, I was kind of like nervous, because I'm like, what am I supposed to say? I don't have the definition like down to a T in my brain, but I hope you guys get a better awareness of what it is. for you people out there that are learning who you are as a spiritual being. I want to say welcome to the family of spiritual oneness, because we are all a family, no matter what stage we are on in our soul growth journey. Do what you need to do to reach out to people who can help you understand who you are. Do what you need to do to find out what is inside of you. And the best way is to meditate and to, do things that help you to be still and be in the now, be in the moment, okay? Because the more you try to focus on your, past or your present, or try to dwell, or your past or your future, excuse me, or try to dwell on that too much, the more you take away from being in the present moment. And in the present moment is when you're able to tune in with your creator and allow whatever channeling that you need to have come to you and help you understand what you are as you're awakening on this journey. Okay, so these are all steps you can take as far as like learning how to meditate. It's hard. It's very difficult. And when you first start understanding and wakening up to the fact that you're a spiritual being, because you've been living in the matrix all this time and you don't really understand, how to do a lot of the things that are spiritual yet. But just take it slow. Take it at your own pace. Take it easy on yourself. Don't be too stressful about it. Take 5 minutes, even take 2 or 3 minutes and sit and practice your breath work. Look up things that you think will help you with focusing, and, listen to meditation music. Listen to things that are calming. Tune into your higher self. We all have a higher self, okay? And that higher self is always telling us what we need to know. Some call it your conscience. Well, twin flames, we have a higher self that is directly connected to our angelic realm. So we should be able to know, and be able to talk to our higher self and connect with it in such a way whereas we are able to make wiser decisions, whereas we're able to heal ourselves, to tune into what we need, what our bodies need, what things we need to do to rejuvenate and to replenish our energy, to cut off anything toxic to us. Okay, so if you are just starting your spiritual journey, I just want to say I love you. I thank you so much for becoming aware of who you are, and that there is more to life than just this 3D matrix world. And even though it might seem very overwhelming for you right now, keep going with it. Keep looking and uncovering clues about who you are, about what your higher self is guiding you to know about yourself. Okay. Again, I want to say I love you guys. No matter what soul stage you're at, you are loved, you are cherished, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and you have a lot to offer this world. So please keep on going. And I want to reconvene with my twin flame music messages coming up for twin flames and light workers. I'm going to start doing those videos again, and I want to introduce the next song that I'm going to use in my next video, which is already in my short videos. It's called Sometimes I Forget to Love Myself, and it's a very powerful song. It's very near and dear to my heart because I wrote it last year at a time when I was feeling really down and feeling like I just, there were things that I just wasn't getting about, loving myself. There's certain times when you don't really know, or you forget to love yourself. And this song is really touching that, about touching on that subject. And so I'm very eager to let you guys hear it, and to the whole song, and to talk about it in our next vlog-versation. So that'll be coming up soon. And also want to just remind you guys that I have started our Mission Magic Pep Talks. That's for anyone who on this twin flame journey, or light worker, who is a light worker that wants to learn more about their mission here on Earth. Please email me at leishaonelovely@gmail.com to book your session with me, your 1-hour session based solely on your donation. And you can start getting more involved with your mission this year in 2023, because I do believe 2023 is the year for missions, and learning what your individual mission is, as well as what your twin flame union mission is with your twin flame, so that you can, work your way to your union. Most of us as twin flames are going to have to be already started on our mission before we come into union. So that's what I feel like a lot of us don't realize. This is my mission. My mission is to spread music, spread love through music all over the world, and also to help twin flames through whatever way I can. And that this platform is one of those ways. And now I'm also incorporating this Mission Magic platform. Is actually just a like a pep talk that I'm going to have one-on-one with you guys. I'm opening up my door to be able to have this time available for you guys to be able to talk to you about your mission. Okay, so sirens are going off. They're like, let's get going. Let's get it on. So let's go. Let's go, you guys. Let's try talking about our missions. Let's try to figure out what it is, what's holding you back, what's keeping you from starting your mission so that you can get closer to your union. Okay? Thank you guys so much. I love you. Take care. God bless. I just want to say Father and Mama loves you all. And it's so good to be able to connect in these videos like this. And please pass these videos along to those who need it, or who, that you feel might need to hear this message. Thank you so much. Have a great day and a great weekend, guys. Bye-bye.